Hey everyone, back in the studio with another episode of the Creative Speak podcast. I am so excited today about who we are going to be speaking to by phone.
Yes, sir.
As you can hear in the background, I'm in the studio with the insanely crazy Gen Z. This is my co-host, okay? So we're going to go around the room. Tell them who you are.
Hi, my name is Josiah. I'm a Gen Z co-host.
Hi, my name is Saraya. I'm a Gen Z co-host.
Hi, my name is Marquise, and I'm a Gen Z co-host as well.
So right now, let's get this phone line going so we can reach out. We already have him on standby. We're so excited. So let's see who we're going to be talking to today. Don't start your nonsense, okay? I want you to behave. I have to tell them this. Go ahead, get it all out. Get it all out. Why don't you? While we're calling, I think we got him.
Hello.
Is that
What's up? What's good?
We're so excited. I haven't even told our audience who we are talking to. So today we have by phone Art1 Airbrush. Yeah, we are so excited about it. In case you don't know, Art1 is a talented airbrush artist hailing from Bed-Stuy, do or die, Brooklyn, New York. And he has a passion for creating like vibrant and impactful murals. Art's record is so long, like I don't even know we could sum this all up into all the things that he's done with over 30 years of hit the clap, because that's older than some of you in here with me right now. So Art is just like notable in terms of an artist throughout the music industry, doing things for music videos, award shows, movies, books. It's ridiculous. He's done work. It's a lot. I know. I'm like, how can I wrap it up? Gotta give credit. He's done work for Genuine, the singer. Smith & Wesson. He's done. Very notable is his project, the mural for Jam Master Jay of Run DMC on 205th Street in Hollis, Queens. It's a landmark at this point to me, right? Like, that's global attention for that amazing work that he's done. It's been on ESPN. Like, I'm talking BET. How you get on I'm still trying to figure out how you got to the Murder Inc. story and Netflix hip hop evolution. I want to share it so y'all know. I'm just throwing that out there. So Gen Z's is in here. That's Generation Z. You know, they cut from a different cloth. They not like us, okay? They a little different. But they're very excited about you, and they do have their own questions. So I gotta let them go. So I'm gonna pass it over to my first Gen Z. He waiting on you.
All right, my name is Josiah. Hey, how you doing?
Josiah, what's up? How you doing?
I'm good. So I seen that you were making some apparel for Missy Elliott. So I was asking, like, how did the connection with Missy Elliott start? Like, how did that start?
Well, it kind of started from the Jam Master Jay mural. Quick story about the Jam Master Jay. My friend hooked me up with one of his friends that worked with Adidas and actually was a good friend of Jam Master Jay. He was actually a childhood friend of Jam Master Jay. So when he passed away, they hooked me up with him. His name is Orville Hall, and he's the one who actually had me do the mural. So they had a meeting with Adidas because at the time Missy Elliott, she had a clothing line out with Adidas called Respect ME, right? So they were all in a meeting, and I did an airbrush shirt of Jam Master Jay for my man Orville. So he was wearing the shirt in a meeting. So Missy Elliott spotted that shirt, and she was like, yo, where you get that from? Blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying? And then that's how it all connected, because he called her, and then that was it. So we kind of connected from there.
That's crazy. Mark, stuff just speak for you. You don't even have to say anything. Go ahead, Josiah.
Yeah, so thank you for that. My second question is, I was asking, when you did your 1-800 Happy Birthday project, were you concerned about people's responses to like your project? How would they feel?
So wait, I'm just jumping in because I didn't read the whole resume, Art. I got you because it's long. He's done so many things. But can you just explain to our listeners what the 1-800 Happy Birthday project was about? What was that so they'll know?
Okay, so it was an exhibit to celebrate the lives of those that were lost due to police violence and police brutality. So basically Workless Studios and Mohammed Gorgistani, they put together this exhibit, and they contacted me to do the mural. They wanted, my mural to be like the billboard of the exhibit, because the whole exhibit basically was like outdoor. Like it's a park. You could go into a park and walk. You can go sit on the stoop of the brownstone. You can go to the flower store. And then, so my mural was actually the billboard. So yeah, they called me and it was like, yeah, we want you to do it and blah, blah, blah. And we hooked up and we did it.
Okay. So the question I was asking, now that everybody got the backstory, I was asking, were you concerned about people's responses to the 1-800 Happy Birthday project? Like how respond to it?
Well, that's a good question, because I mean, this is something that needed to be talked about. Like, a lot of times, these things happen, they go into the news, and then, they stay in the news for a little bit, and then that's it. Everybody forgets about what happened. And for me, it was personal, because I remember times of experiencing police brutality in Bed-Stuy growing up as a kid. And, so in that respect, no, I really didn't care if anybody got offended of the mural. You know what I'm saying? I didn't really care, if anybody got offended.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, as I'm doing the mural, in my mind at the time, I basically was thinking about the family members of the celebrants, of Michael Brown, of Sandra Bland, of Woods and the other people that I put on the mural, because I basically wanted the family to have tears of joy when they saw their people depicted on the mural, And so they basically was my focus. It was the families, and I wanted to, give the family some type of closure, some type of good feeling,
And it was Art. First of all, for those of you that don't know, Art and I, we go back like sandbox days, like seriously, like I've known him, watched him grow up, watched him become this amazing, artist, and just an all around great guy. So when he did the exhibit, some are here that went with me to it. And Josiah, you weren't there at the time. It's okay, but the rest of us that went, there's no words to describe how powerful that was. To date, I have never experienced that kind of connection with anything, that's come from an artist. And I've heard people say that, when you have these epiphanies, like when you're introduced to art, it can literally transform your thinking, your mind, your spirit. And it was like taking in a deep breath. It was done so tastefully, Art. It was just genius, like seriously. And I'm not a flatterer. I'm giving credit and honor to, where it belongs. And that was, so to attribute to it, I don't want to leave out, some of the things. Like, I know we're so excited. It's almost like we're talking to you by ourselves. But we do want the people to know some of the staple things you've done in addition to the 1-800 Happy Birthday. Marquise has questions too.
What's going on?
What's up, man? How you doing?
I'm good. I just wanted to ask, like, just to start off, like, how did you begin? Like, how did you begin in airbrushing?
Well, it goes back. It goes back to Bed-Stuy, Van Buren Street, right? And I mean, I was always drawing, like, you know, just to show a little, you know, age background.
That
I
annoying.
used to I used to sit my He-Man figures. Like I used to sit my He-Man figures on the table and draw them, right? And then I used to also take my WWF figures and stand those on the table and draw those.
God.
But as far as the airbrushing goes, okay, so on the next block, you had Gordon, which is a famous 80s producer that was real famous in hip hop and rap. And you had these guys, Prince and Rob, and they were making airbrush shirts, and they would make all the airbrush shirts for like the older guys in the neighborhood, and they would go out and they used to wear it, you know, with the hip hop gear and everything. So one day my brother came home, because at the time I was doing paint marker on jeans. So I was doing my little art on jeans with the paint marker, right? With the paint marker, doing the Roger Rabbit. I got so mad at my brother because he came home with one of the airbrush shirts. So I was like, oh, yo, he's a traitor. I was like, yo. so that sparked, that immediately sparked it, you know, that sparked the light in me. And at the time, I bought me a little airbrush set, you know what I'm saying? And I tried it out, you know, I gave it a little run. And it wasn't as easy as I thought it was. Yeah. Right? So I end up, you know, throwing it away. I wrapped it up and tossed it in the garbage, right? So the next morning, the next morning I went in the garbage and took it out.
Took it back.
I took it out.
You picked it back up, and you went back at it.
I picked it back up. I took it out, and then my first painting that I made, it was a picture of Rakim on a sweatshirt. And from there, you know, I just kept going to like messing up all my clothes, to doing a mural in my bedroom on the wall. And my uncle came home one day and walked past my room and did a double take like, yo, what's that? So I'm like, oh man, I'm done. He was like, yo, it actually looks nice. You know what I'm saying? So that was the start of it.
Got you out.
Yeah.
And I just want to apologize. I'm gonna say this openly. I was very upset with you when we were younger, because we wanted to play games. We needed you to join in, like kickball. You know, like we needed an extra for Scully. Like we needed you, bro. Like we were looking like, if Kenya just come in and make it even, we can get this going. This dude was stuck to that drawing pad. I used to be so angry at him. Like he up there with that stupid notebook. But I do want to say sorry, because look at that. It was like them gifts was spilling out. It was nowhere for you to go.
Nah, that's what it is. That's what it is.
That's a good question, Marquise. You have another one?
Good question.
Yeah. So, what piece of advice you would give someone that, you know, is trying to kind of do something similar to what you do?
Well, couple things. First thing is love what you do and practice. You know, practice makes perfect. You have to practice. A lot of people, they see my work, they like, wow, is this hard? And, you know, it's like, well, you know, 30 years of experience, man, that was a lot of practice. So at this point, it's easy in a way, but it's still difficult. You know what I'm saying? Number two, protect your work. I mean, that should be shared with number one, but protect your work. Copyright everything you make.
That's good.
Because right now, I can't even disclose who it is or what piece of artwork that it is, but right now, there's a major company that's using one of my pieces of art as a backdrop for one of their items that they're selling.
What?
And this is a major company. Yeah, this is a major company. So I mean, if I didn't have a copyright in place,
Right.
it would be really hard to go after these people that try to use my work without my permission.
No,
So you
that's
have to
good.
protect your work. Protect your work. Protect. Copyright. Quick story, like there was a network that contacted me, right? They contacted me the day before the show was to go air on the network, right? They called me like at 9:00 the night before, right? In the evening time. And they like, hey, we want to use your art in our show, and it's already edited and it goes out tomorrow. We just need you to sign a release form. So I'm like, well, since you guys already used it and it's coming out tomorrow, well, I need X amount of dollars. and you guys can use it. and on top of that, listen. So the negotiation was like, it was crazy. Like, it was going back and forth. So she tried to make me forget about the money, and I'm like, all right, well then at least put my credits on the ending credits. At least put my name
Right.
on the ending credits and give me credit for my artwork. This lady told me, she said, you know what? The credits go by so fast, no one's even gonna see it.
Stop.
And she tried to convince me just to let her use the art and just keep going along my merry way.
Wow.
So I told this lady, I told her, and then she tried to convince me that the network didn't have money to pay artists to use their work on script.
Wow.
All this stuff, right? So I told her, I said, listen, if I see my artwork on that show, I'm gonna see you guys in court.
That's right.
And so the show did air. The show aired, and I watched it, and I saw exactly where they would have had my artwork out, because it was very choppy. This sequence, and they took it out. They had to go in there and cut it out.
That's the
so protect your work.
That's crazy.
Protect your work and get your credit.
Get your credit.
That you have to get the credit, because that's your legacy. That's your legacy. You have to be put in those credits, because when people are looking back 20 and 30 years and they're looking at these credits, they're gonna be like, oh, artwork done by Art1, Kenyon Norton. He did this. So we going down in history, and it's amazing how people are trying to keep us out of the history.
Yeah,
get the credit. Get that credit.
Get that credit. We need that on a t-shirt.
Get the credit.
Get that credit. Give the credit. Give something for them jewels he just dropped. They can't. I'm trying to let them know they can't get this everywhere, right?
Right.
We got another. We got another one. We got a sweetheart here. She's itching to ask some stuff too. She got 2 questions for you.
Well, I just have one because you actually already answered. So, but hi, I'm Saray. Yeah.
Hey, Saray, what's up?
So I was just curious. I was at the 1-800 Happy Birthday, and like the experience was most definitely an experience. So I was just wondering, like, what emotions and feelings were you feeling like throughout the time there, and also creating the mural?
Oh, that's
a good question.
Yeah. You know what? Yeah, it was very emotional. Very, very emotional. I mean, when you have somebody's mother come up to you and crying, and then you have fathers coming up to you and you seeing tears come out there, and they're explaining, a lot of them explained the stories to me, and I had to relive it, what they was reliving, and it was very, very emotional. And I mean, I had to hold back some tears. It was a tough day. The opening.
Yeah, you did.
It was very tough, but
you did a phenomenal. One more time.
Sure.
One more time. You listen, sir. Okay. That just needs to be something that is a footprint for us. Almost something that's like stuck in stone. Like, did not expect to have that experience. The Gen Zs that were with me, they were in tears. They were emotional, and it's some of them that do not easily cry, right? And it was a lot. Everyone was in their own zone, just absorbing. I had a really difficult moment when I stepped into the part of the exhibit that The families contributed their personal. Oh my
can
God!
feel.
Woo!
Yeah.
That was incredible.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
I just want to say, if you've never, ever, ever, ever had anything that, you know, anyone ever said regarding your work, right? That is history to me. Like you've gone beyond what an average airbrush, you know, nothing against anyone else, because I know they do artists, I know they do this, I know they do, you know, their things, and they're known and they're great. I'm not saying that. I'm talking about something with substance. So you did really, really good. I want to also carve in some of the community things that you've done, really, really brief. Like, something that I love and respect about Art so much is his involvement with community. I don't know how many people know that, you know, he offers classes and workshops and partners with people. He's partnered with me. So if you're out there, nonprofit, need to reach out to this man, because he came in and he worked with me with some really challenging inner city youth, and he made an impact. He made a difference with those young people. Can you just talk a little bit about some of the things you've done to give back with the community for people to know?
You know, I did a series of like community benefits projects with some of the, you know, inner city youth and some of the at-risk youth, and for example, like there was we did LaGuardia Community College justice community programs, and these kids were, you know, coming out of jail, and they were, you know, the program was set up through the probation office. So they came to this program, they did different workshops, and my workshop was one of the workshops in the program. And the kids would come in, and we would do train them how to airbrush, and then we would do like banners and donate them to different you know, organizations, and we would go out into the community and do murals and like in the gardens and in the community gardens, and we'll do murals on the wall in the neighborhoods. And you know, it was a real, you know, really rewarding experience to come into class, and you got kids that's mad, you know, they're mad and they're going through things in their life, things not right at home, and they got all this stuff going on, and once you break through all that and you start reaching them, and you're trying to pass it down.
You're like a moving. I really want to say something, but I'm not. I'm not. I am not gonna say it because I am
moving around. No, I am moving around. Trust and believe that. I'm moving. I'm moving around.
He's moving.
I'm doing work in different states, and I'm doing programs all over. Yeah, I'm doing it all
over. And I appreciate you taking the time to talk to us. What's going on? Because I know it's a big secret. I'm not gonna pull your arm, because I know that, you know, you gotta you know, perfect stuff. But you coming up on 30 years, sir. Is that not right?
Yeah. There's, I'm trying to do. I'm actually trying to get everybody together on the same page with me, because for my 30th anniversary for Airbrush, I want to do it as an exhibit. And what I want to do is I want to recreate all my famous works.
Oh, that's crazy.
So I can't give out too many secrets on how to do it. But
we got it first. Yeah. Heard it first. Is there anything now, like, because I know you have some stuff. I just shared it on my platform of the Child of God t-shirts that you had. I just got a glimpse of it. I was like, oh wow, that's really cool. So I know those are available. Where can people find you? Share with them, like,
you can find me on Art1 Airbrush. Art1 Airbrush on everything. TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. Art1 Airbrush. ART, the number 1 airbrush. You can find me on all platforms. YouTube. Y'all subscribe to my YouTube channel. Get on my Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. TikTok. Let's go. Let's
Come
go.
on, let's all the way over this platform stuff. Like we're happy. Is there anything that you want to push or just share that's out there or available for purchase, or like like a direct thread or connection to buy? Like you have
it's just the Child of God T-shirt right now. I'm really trying to get everybody to wear one of those, because the time we end, we need God in our life, and without Him, it's nothing is gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? Nothing is gonna happen good for us. So that's the movement I'm on right now.
Okay.
That's available now. Do free shipping. We shipping it anywhere.
Free. We clap on free. We clap on free. Anything free is good for me. This man personally airbrushed, I think in one setting, like one day, he airbrushed a full staff and a full program of youth for us to go to Coney Island Amusement Park in Brooklyn. That's kind of like an end of the year celebration.
Literally everyone, when we were there, they were like, "Where'd you get that shirt?
Where'd you get that shirt? Where'd you get that shirt? Where'd you get that shirt?" We would listen. 30 years is hardly anything easy. There's no way we could capture all of those moments, but we just want to say that you are inspiring. You're not stale, right? You're not stale. You're relevant. You find purpose in everything that you touch, and you are just, to me, honestly, I'm just gonna say, not just a legendary, but really a creative genius.
Yes.
Man,
Thank you so much for how you inspire.
I feel like I want to drop one more thing before I get out of here. AC Thompson, he's the creator of the BET Hip Hop Hall of Fame Awards, right? So what he's doing, he's making these big complexes. One is going to be in Penn Station, 34th Street. The other one is going to be in Jamaica, where in something where the LIR trains all meet up at.
Okay.
There's going to be 2 in Cali, and there's going to be other locations overseas, right? So I'm going to have involvement in that project.
Oh, wait.
Yeah, I'm going to have involvement in that project.
Sheesh, that's crazy.
So things are still getting worked out right now. Things are still getting worked out right now. But the Jam Master Jay is going to be a permanent. Is going to be a permanent exhibit in the mural.
Oh, that's crazy.
And that's just one thing I'm dropping. I'm just going to talk about that. But everything else, there's so much other stuff that I'm going to be doing with this project.
Wow.
But it's a lot to come. So I'll keep y'all posted on that.
Yes, please. Thank you so much.
I appreciate y'all, man. I love y'all posts and stuff. I be seeing y'all on TikTok. I love y'all posts, man.
Thank you
I rock with y'all.
Thank you,
For
Art.
sure.
You be safe, man.
Anytime.
We'll be in touch, and thank you again. All right, take care.
All right. Y'all stay blessed. All right.
Bye.
Later.
We did it! We did it!
We're still recording,
It
right?
doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Oh, we still.
Hold on.
We
Post.
done. We got to get out of here.
Bloopers and edits.